So mixing this song was a beast, I'm not gonna lie. There's over 100 tracks, and that's just like, that's even after we consolidated stuff from the production. So I wanna say like our track count in our rough production, sorry, not our rough production, our final production was probably close to 200. I wanna say just under that. I think it was like 197 or something. Danny, correct me. Man, but I came back from France from this seminar with Michael Brower, and I had learned a whole bunch of new techniques. And the first thing that I wanted to do was essentially just take some time, wrap my head around the techniques I've learned over there. And of course, I had my own techniques going into that. I've been doing my own mixes for a while now, so I had techniques that worked for me, and I wanted to really think about what I wanted to pull from what I learned from Michael and what was already working for me and how I could blend them both, because really two different philosophies, and I won't go into all the technicalities. If you want a technical version, tell me in the comments and I'll go in depth, but for now I'll just say there were two very different techniques, and it took some thought to figure out how to blend them. So once I'd done that and I'd figured out how I wanted this mix session to be put together, importing all of the stuff, kind of getting it back to the reference from our production, and I of course also brought in Michael's mix as a reference as well, because as much as it was a very quick mix for him, he can do a lot in a couple hours. I was amazed, frankly, and so it gave me a benchmark. And references are super important in mixing. Really, the tricky thing about this mix is how much is going on, and yet how simple you want the song to sound, with everything still being felt, if not heard. And so that really was the challenge of this mix. And also the fun part. Sometimes the challenge is the fun part.